Hi everyone, it's just me, Sandra T, and if you watched my little clip video from Wednesday, you know that I purchased 2 large family packs of ground beef for $2.99. Today, yes, it has been refrigerated for the last 24 hours or so, and today I'm going to show you how I separate the meat and put it in my freezer so that I can use it on a future day. So, of course, I have my ground beef. And I have some freezer bags. I think I picked these up at Dollar Tree. You can see the price there. I don't know if they're still $1.25 because, you know, their prices have been changing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get a knife real quick. I have already washed my hands, so I'm going to handle the meat with my bare hands. I'm just going to use a basic butter knife. Open the packages, or open the first package. I had thought about preparing some meatloaf for future easy, I don't even know how to put it, for easier baking in the future, but I don't use my oven in the summertime much because it is so hot. I am in Texas and it's like, I think the high today is 100. It's actually been cooler this year than in previous years. So I'm just going to grab a few of these baggies. And some of you may wash out and reuse baggies. I do not when it comes to meat. If I have anything stored in meat, I do not reuse those. I throw those in the trash. So I'm going to take my little butter knife and I'm just going to divide the meat as equally as I possibly can. I'm not going to weigh it this time. I did the last time I bought meat. I weighed each package so I would know how much meat was going to be in each package and each meal. So I think I'm going to separate these into quarters. And I'm not going to go through this both packages all day. It's just maybe 1 or 2 just to show you how I do it. And I used to just cut them up and put them in the freezer like this. But I learned this other method from, I don't know, a YouTube video or a Facebook reel or story or Instagram. I don't remember which. But anyway, it does work out pretty good for me. So I'm not going to put the date on it yet. I'm going to put each package in a larger bag, and then I'm going to put those in, date those. So I'm just going to put the meat towards the bottom, and I'm only going to partially seal the bag. And what I want to do is just press the meat down as flat as possible. And I'm going to use my rolling pin to make it a little bit flatter. And maybe even get some of those air bubbles out. Because if a meat is in your freezer too long, it will have freezer burn. And since I don't eat ground meat every day, or probably not even every week, I want to make sure that this stays in the freezer as good as possible for as long as possible. Now that went into the seal a little bit, so I'm going to push that back down and seal it. And there you have it, flat as a pancake. Doing it this way is really good for, first of all, storage in your freezer, as well as when you get ready to thaw it out, it thaws out much quicker than if you have a big clump of ground beef. So I'll do a couple more, and then I will turn the video off and finish up, and don't want to bore you. So open the bag a little bit, take the ground beef. Whoop. I don't want to drop it because my dog is on the floor, or is waiting on the floor to see if I drop anything. And like I said, I did wash my hands thoroughly before handling the meat. Press it down a little bit. use my rolling pin to move it over a little bit. This one is a little bigger than that first one, and that's okay. The first one might just be one big burger or two tiny burgers. Seal it up a little bit. And try to get those air bubbles out. And voila, number 2. One more. And then so since I'm dividing these into 8 sections per package, I will have 16 individual packages of ground beef. Now, like I mentioned before, I don't eat a lot of ground beef, at least not consistently, but this is going to save me a lot of money and a lot of time in the future. I'm just really excited that I was able to get this deal at $2.99 a pound because, you know, with inflation the way it is right now, you just don't know what's going to happen. Apparently, there's just a lot of things going up, and I don't really think they'll go back down. If they do, great. If not, I got some hamburger meat here. Hamburger meat, ground beef. This is 80/20. And there you have it. Make sure that seals good. Like I said, these are freezer bags. And I'll just show you what I do after I put them into individual packages. I just get another bag, whether it's been previously used and washed or not. This one is not a freezer bag, but since these are, it'll be great. I can just slip all of them in there. Of course, I'm not going to finish until later. Put as many in there as it will hold, and then put the date on here so I know what date I purchased this meat, and I'll know which ones to use first. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, or share, whatever turns you on. Thank you. Bye-bye.